Right now, your brain is doing something incredible. It's stitching together a complete picture of the world around you. Color, depth, sound, temperature, time, all in real time, all seamlessly, all completely automatically. It feels like you're experiencing reality. You're not. You're experiencing your brain's best guess at reality, and your brain guesses wrong, constantly. Let's start with your eyes. You think you see the world in crisp, full-color detail. You don't. The sharp, focused zone of your vision, your fovea, is roughly the size of your thumbnail held at arm's length. Everything outside that tiny window is blurry, low resolution, and half-imagined. Your brain fills in the rest. Every time your eyes move, and they move about 3 times per second, your visual system blacks out, reconstructs the scene from memory and prediction, and presents it to you as one uninterrupted movie. You've never seen a single frame of that movie. You've only ever seen the trailer your brain decided you were ready for. And then there's the blind spot. You have a hole in your vision right now, an actual physical gap where your optic nerve connects to your retina. No photoreceptors, no data, nothing. It's about the size of 17 full moons lined up in the sky. Go look up the blind spot test. Hold up a finger, close one eye, move it around. At a certain point, your finger disappears. That gap exists in every moment of your waking life. You just never notice it. Because your brain looked at a hole in reality and said, "I've got this," and quietly painted over it. You've been living with an invisible void in your field of vision your entire life, and your brain never even mentioned it. Now, think about pain. You'd think pain would be simple. Something hurts, your body sends a signal, you feel it. Clean feedback system. Except, that's not how it works at all. Soldiers have been shot in battle and not felt it for hours. People have had limbs amputated and still feel pain in the missing arm years later, called phantom limb syndrome. Patients given sugar pills for pain relief sometimes experience real, measurable relief. The placebo effect works even when people know it's a placebo. Pain isn't a signal from your body. Pain is a decision your brain makes about how much danger you're in. It's a threat assessment, not a damage report. Your brain can turn it up when it thinks you're vulnerable. It can turn it down when it thinks you need to run. And it can manufacture it entirely from nothing or erase it when nothing's changed except your belief. Here's the one that breaks people a little. You feel like you're making decisions. Right now, reading this, you feel like you are in control. A conscious agent, choosing what to pay attention to, deciding what to believe, steering the ship. In 1983, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet ran an experiment. He put people in a brain scanner and asked them to flick their wrist whenever they felt like it, and to note the exact moment they decided to move. The results were unsettling. Brain activity signaling the movement began up to half a second before the person consciously decided to move. The decision had already been made in the unconscious parts of the brain before the conscious mind even knew it was happening. Your awareness of making a choice might just be your brain sending you a press release after the fact. The decision was made. You were just informed. Memory. You think of memories like videos, stored footage you can play back, events that happened, recorded faithfully, waiting in some mental hard drive. They're not. Every time you remember something, you reconstruct it. You pull fragments together, fill in gaps with plausible guesses, and update the whole thing with whatever you currently know and feel. And here's the disturbing part. Every time you access a memory, you change it. The act of remembering rewrites the memory. What you pull up next time is slightly different, colored by your mood today, your beliefs now, the last time you thought about it. Researchers have implanted entirely false memories in people, memories of events that never happened, just by asking leading questions in the right order. The thing you remember most vividly, most confidently, the one you'd stake anything on, is the thing your brain has had the most practice editing. So why does any of this happen? Because your brain isn't trying to show you the truth. It's trying to keep you alive. The brain runs on about 20 watts of power, roughly the same as a dim light bulb. It cannot process everything that's actually hitting your senses at once, so it cheats. It takes shortcuts. It builds models, makes predictions, and only updates them when something goes wrong. You don't perceive the world. You perceive your brain's model of the world. Continuously updated, continuously simplified, continuously filtered through every bias, assumption, and past experience you've ever had. The world you experience is real, but it's also a construction, a very convincing one, built specifically to feel unquestionable, which is exactly why it's so hard to question. And here's the part that should make you sit with it for a minute. Every belief you have was formed by a brain doing all of this. Every memory that shaped you, every judgment you trust. Every feeling of certainty about yourself, about other people, about what's true, came from a system that patches holes with guesses, rewrites the past, and decides your actions before you've consciously chosen them. That doesn't mean you can't trust yourself. It doesn't mean nothing is real or everything is unknowable. That's not the point. The point is that knowing this, really knowing it, is the beginning of something. It's the reason two people can watch the same event and remember it completely differently and both be telling the truth. It's the reason being certain feels identical whether you're right or wrong. It's the reason the most important thing you can do, maybe ever, is stay curious about your own mind. Because you are living inside a story your brain is writing in real time. And the story is good. But your brain is an unreliable narrator. And it never ever tells you that. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.